This is the Insta360 X5 and we're gonna unbox it. And unlike most other YouTube videos, this one is sponsored by myself. I've been using the Insta360 X4 for over half a year now, and while I really enjoy using it, the image quality, especially in low light, leaves a lot to be desired, and that's why I upgraded. The Insta360 X5 is an 8K 360-degree camera just like the X4, but they've upgraded the sensor from half an inch to 1.28 inch, and that's a massive upgrade because that's more than double the size. And a bigger sensor can capture more light, resulting in better image quality and sharper footage. Combine this with the triple AI chip, you should be able to get some very impressive low light shots, and this is something my Insta360 X4 and my GoPro really struggled with. Let's quickly go through all the features. We have the upgraded sensor, we have the triple AI chip for those low light shots, we have shoot first, frame later, which is some editing thing. We also have the well-known invisible selfie stick, and that's basically their software making it look like the selfie stick is not there. I still need to buy the selfie stick, but once I'll get it, we'll shoot some POV shots on a motorcycle, and that's gonna be sick, especially since Insta360 has introduced a feature that should automatically blur your license plate. We also have flow state stabilization, and on the other side we have the active HDR, wind noise reduction, which is especially useful for Instagram clips and you don't want the audio to suck. It's also waterproof up to 50 meters now, which is 5 meters more than the X4. We also have AI power editing, which I'll try, but it honestly sounds like a bit of a gimmick. Just like the auto cloud backup, I'm not using this because subscriptions. On the back of the box, a couple of pictures on how you can use the camera. I've obviously bought it for motorcycling, and this is where the motorcycle bundle comes into play. This one cost €50 and we'll unbox it later in this video. Alright, enough talking, let's take a look inside. This is actually my second take because the first time I was looking like a monkey trying to open up this box, and it turns out it's magnetic, so you open it from the side. Very cool. There it is, we have the camera and the accessory box. Let's take a look inside. We have a protective pouch. We also have some Insta360 stickers, and I don't know what this is, but we'll figure it out. We have a warranty card. We have the Insta360 Flex Care, but I think you need to purchase that. We also have a quick start guide, and we have some safety guidelines. And you probably don't need it unless you're an idiot. Inside of the pouch, you've got the USB Type-C, and we have a cleaning cloth. On the camera, it says helpful tips before use, and they advise you to use a micro SD card with speed classes of UHS 1 and V30. That just means it's fast enough to handle 8K video. If you use a slow card, your video footage might lag or stop recording. Unfortunately, the X5 doesn't have a micro SD card, and this is something the X4 did have. And since we're already comparing, here is a quick rundown of the key differences between the X5 and the X4. I'll probably make a proper comparison video somewhere in the upcoming months, but this is just a reminder to subscribe if you haven't. POV ride, motor vlogging and some vacations. I'll definitely use the X5 to film that. We've already talked about the sensor. It went up from 1.5 inch to 1.28 inch, and the triple AI chip boosting the processing power by 140% is gonna help a lot better than the single chip in the X4. The Insta360 X4 also has this heat cover, which is now integrated into the X5. It's now also waterproof to 50 meters, and this one is waterproof up until 10 meters. The battery of the X5 and the X4, they're pretty much the same size. This one is 2290 and this one is 2400, and even though the X5 is only slightly bigger, the improved efficiency gives you 36% more recording time, so you're gonna go up from 135 minutes with the X4 to 185 minutes with the X5, and this is gonna be a huge help because I don't only use this for moto vlogging, I also use this as a dash cam, and it's getting a little bit difficult to manage the power. The charging speed also got a boost. The X5 charges to 80% in just 20 minutes, and on the X4 that took 30 minutes, and that really matters when you're out filming or just in a hurry. Audio is also a lot better. The X5 has 4 microphones, a built-in wind guard and proper 360-degree audio. That's a big step up if you actually care about natural sound. There's also a new mounting system. The X5 has the capability of being magnetically mounted. You do have to pay a little bit of extra money for those mounts. And finally, the lens. The Insta360 X5 comes with user replaceable lenses, and I love that Insta360 included this because you're simply less reliant on their repair services, and the Insta360 X4 only had these removable lens guards. You can twist them like this and take them off, but if your lens was scratched, you were basically done for. And these lens guards really add an extra layer of glass and probably also impact the image quality. You can also still buy these replaceable lens guards for the Insta360 X5, but if something happens with the lens, you can just replace it. And we have the Insta360 motorcycle bundle. Let's quickly unbox this and show you guys what's inside of this. It's not anything too crazy or special, but it's very useful. So we have the heavy duty clamp, we have some flexible adhesive mounts, and you can get these on some pretty crazy places. Most people just put them on their windscreen. And you have some adapters, you have some screws, you've got this thing. I use it like this, the heavy duty clamp. I use that adapter on top of it for the Insta360 to get some length. And then I have these adapters to screw it tight. This is the anti-slip ring. With the motorcycle vibrations, it can get loose sometimes, and I had to save the camera a couple of times. And that's why I am happy that the Insta360 X5 has those magnetic mounts. Alright, we're outside. Let's see what the Insta360 X5 is capable of. I've got the same setup I previously used on the X4. You don't really need the mount clamp. Just using your fingers is more than enough. So I probably also need to do the introduction tutorial and the settings and stuff like that. Swipe down to access the settings. Slide left from the edge of the screen to access the shooting parameters. Yeah, we have L-Lock, so if you want to do advanced color grading, you turn this on. I do not have those skills yet, so I'm gonna leave them off. And honestly, this is one of the best features about the Insta360. The quality is just so good, I usually leave it on auto. I'm gonna go for 8K 30 FPS. Alright, let the recording begin, and we're gonna see just how good it is. This is the quality you can expect out of the Insta360 X5. I hope it's finally able to compete a little bit with the GoPro Hero 10. This is a fairly old action cam, but it's just the technology is different. The Insta360 might be filming in 8K, but that doesn't mean the actual resolution is 8K. The GoPro is just a regular action cam. It's actually a lot sharper, an actual 4K. The reason that an 8K Insta360 camera cannot really compete with the GoPro is because it's a sphere, so that means the 8K resolution is spread out over the whole circle, you know. And when I'm using single lens mode, that the resolution gets cut out in half and it's only 4K. But when I'm only using the 16:9 portion, that's gonna be even less resolution because you miss out on those edges, you know. And that means that the final resolution should be something like 1080p or something. Oops. Where hopefully the bigger sensor and the triple AI chip is gonna come into play and provide a little bit of a better quality than the Insta360 X4. Because I don't know, I could see that it was a little bit grainy and I didn't really like that, to be honest. Well, that's enough for the day. I'm gonna throw in an X4 clip so you can compare the quality. And with that being said, let's switch over to the night. So here we are, guys, Insta360 X5 pure mode. I've got it on right there. It looks pretty decent, and I'm really curious how the difference is between the GoPro and the Insta360 X5. Pure mode, it's not something I would use that much because I don't usually film this late at night. It's like 11 PM now. However, even when it's dusk, your cameras do take a hit as far as clarity goes and image sharpness, and I hope this Insta360 X5 pure mode is going to be able to prevent that. I really think this is a great all-round camera, and I'm probably gonna try and use it for a video as like my main camera and see how well it does. That's enough for the Insta360 X5. Let's switch over to the Insta360 X4, and this is the video quality of the Insta360 X4, and I don't think much has to be said. It is significantly worse, and yeah, this is the reason why I went for the X5. It's gonna be better at dusk, it's gonna be better at night, footage will be actually usable, and I think I can already turn this thing off because it's not performing like the Insta360 X5 is. And with that being said, guys, see you guys in the next one.